Welcome to The Explainer. All right, today we are diving deep into the lyrics of Broken Porch. We're going to unpack this incredible story of resilience that's basically hidden right there in the scars of a broken home. So the whole story kicks off with this single image, right? It's this picture-perfect memory of being a kid, totally innocent. You can just feel it. This is our emotional starting line. Pure, simple joy. This is the before. This is the world right before it all got shattered. And look, this isn't just some throwaway happy memory. No, it's the foundation of the whole story. It's the world before the fall, a time when, like the lyrics say, nothing had to bend, before reality just came in and forced everything to break.
And here it is, the moment everything changes. It's so stark. On one side, you've got these little, perfect details of being a kid, shoelaces, secret plans. And on the other, just one word, the crash. But you get the sense it's not just a car crash, is it? It's the sound of their whole world breaking apart. And then, just the slow, quiet fade of their parents disappearing from the picture.
So after that crash, they're left in this totally new reality, a world that's defined by the very walls around them. Let's really dig into what that aftermath looks like.
The house itself is basically a character now, a symbol of all the neglect. It leans, it drinks the rain, it's literally falling apart around them. And what do? Their response is just, wow. They carve their names into the pain. It's like they're saying, we were here, we won't be erased, but also, this is our reality now. Man, these lyrics are just full of these gut-punch metaphors. A kiss, right? The most intimate, connecting thing. And for them, it just tastes like what's missing. It's such a powerful way to show how that sense of loss has seeped into every single corner of their lives. It taints everything, even the good stuff.
And all of this brings us right to the chorus. This is the absolute heart of the song's conflict, laying out all the contradictions they have to live with every single day.
I mean, just look at this constant push and pull. They've got this wild freedom, no rules, but at the same time, there's no safety net, no grace. They connect with this incredible intensity. They fight loud, but then they fall hard. They're totally drunk on dreams, but they can feel themselves just burning bit by bit. They're like ghosts and no one sees, but they just can't stop hoping for something, anything, to turn around. And this line just perfectly captures that slow burn. It's not one big explosion that takes them out, it's this slow, gradual wearing down. And that one word, damn, it adds so much. It's this tired resignation, It shows how incredibly strong they are to keep going, but also just how bone-deep exhausted they are. So the second verse gives us these really intimate little snapshots of how each one of them is coping. The first one, he physically clings to the past. He's literally wrapping himself in his mother's old coat. It's this desperate search for comfort, trying to find it in an object that just holds a memory. Then you have the second sibling. She turns completely inward. Her sadness is just this constant hum in her throat. It's not even a choice, It's like this private, involuntary soundtrack to her entire life. A grief that's so deep it's just become background noise.
And finally, there's our narrator, the storyteller. Their coping mechanism is to create something, to capture their whole world in secret poems. And that secrecy is so important. It tells you just how lonely it is, even when they're all together. They're documenting the pain, but they don't feel like they can actually share it with anyone.
Their hope isn't some big, bold declaration. It's fragile. It's just a whisper. And they're almost afraid to look at it too closely, right? It's like if they actually put a name to what they're hoping for, it might just disappear. It's hope as this raw, unspoken feeling, not some kind of concrete plan for the future.
Then we get to the bridge, and this is where you really see how they found this strange kind of comfort in the chaos, a sense of belonging right there in the wreckage. This whole sequence just screams paralysis. They're totally cut off from the outside world. They fantasize about escaping. One of them even says she'll leave, but the pull of staying put is just stronger. And it all lands on this really profound statement of acceptance. It's a mess, and it's our home. They are claiming this broken place because it's theirs. And here it is. Here's the trade-off. This is the absolute core of their bond. They've had to grow numb just to survive. They feel less. But that emotional price tag, it's worth it because they have each other. Their shared struggle is what keeps them from being completely alone in the world. It's their shield. Okay, so then the final chorus hits, and there's this huge shift in how they see everything. That broken house? Now it's made of cracks and light. It's an admission that even in all that damage, something good, something like light, can still get through. Their love isn't perfect, it's twisted, but it's real, and it feels half right. And you get the sense that for them, right now, half right is more than enough. This is the moment they take back their story. This is huge. They're not those passive ghosts anymore. Now they are the fire they left behind. They're active, they're burning, they're resilient. It's this defiant shout that says, "You couldn't put us out. We're still here."
And so, the story comes full circle. We end up right back where we started, looking at that same image of the three of them. But now, the perspective is completely different.
See the change? That idyllic, rusted swing from the beginning? It's now a broken porch. The carefree laughter is gone, and instead, there's this quiet, knowing awareness. They're watching stars we can't afford. They see their limits now. They know what's out of reach. But, and this is so important, they are still together, and they are still looking up.
So the song doesn't really give us an answer. It just leaves us with this feeling and this one last lingering question. Is there hope? That tiny whisper of something turning around, is that a real promise of a future they can build? Or is it just an echo of that perfect summer they can never, ever get back?